We had a big topic today, you guys. It is such a big topic that you are not going to guess what it is because the news stations are talking about it nonstop, daily here in Canada. So I thought I'd join in the train, eh? Why not? Let's do a poll. Let me type up a poll. Canada war. Canada invaded. How do you say invaded? Invaded in 1 year. How about that? Really do some fear, right? There we go. Always love a good poll. Always love a good poll. Let's put it up in the corner. For some reason, polls always got to be put in the corner. Oh, there we go. You know something? Whenever you're typing in a poll there, you have to use a lot of your front delts. Hey, I got weak front delts. Looking for a good crew today, you guys. I'm finally back on schedule at 11 a.m. Can you believe it? Where's my India crew? You guys are the best. Best demographics, India and Philippines for these live streams. So how you guys doing? Last night's stream was kicking some butt. Loved it. Got a lot of comments. And yeah, we're going to kick off the stream today. High energy output. We're going to talk about the US. We're going to talk about Canada. We're going to talk about the hair on the back of my neck that's getting itchy. Oh my God. This might be a little bit too much of a spicy topic for the crew. But I think you guys can handle it. Right now, I just got some Nicandro Vision music in the background. And looking forward to getting things on the go. Listen to some classic old songs. So a classic old song right now is 4 years old. It only takes 4 years old for a song to become a classic now, with everything going on in the world. And I'm going to the gym in an hour, more than likely, with my itchy nose. Oh, how come every time I do a live stream, I scratch my nose and my face gets all red? I have like the most sensitive skin out of anyone I know. But, oh, great, now I got to sneeze. This damn cold of mine. It's always something. My God. Who's the first viewer in here? Excuse me. Oh, jeez. In about 1 minute, we're going to get people from all around the world, hopefully good places in the world, popular places. Hoping to get a lot of my fans here. I sent out the notification an hour early on the schedule. So hopefully it made a bit of a difference. Not too often do I schedule a live stream, but today I did because I'm going to be consistent for you guys. 11 a.m., 11 p.m., 11 a.m., 11 p.m. And I do that all the time for you guys because you guys deserve it. You guys deserve it. Oh my God, my itchy nose is driving me nuts, man. Jeepers. At the same time, I got an itchy back. Frig. So let's get the crew in here. Comment below, chat. Where are y'all from, you guys? Where are y'all from, people? Comment below. We're going to get a big flood of people soon. Believe me. Take the poll. Comment below. We'll get the show on the road. We like to do some high energy output stuff here. And yeah, without further ado, I'm ready to talk to the crew. How you guys doing? Crash, are you in here? Where's my guys? Let's go. Man, oh man. Let's go, people. Time to get the show on the road. My nose is only getting itchier. What's up, you guys? What's crack-a-lackin'? We got a sensitive subject today, guys. Are we getting invaded? Everybody's asking. Everybody's talking about it on the news. So that's what we're going to be discussing today. Last night's stream, people were bouncing off the walls about it. Hot topic. Hot topic. Wasn't that a name of a clothing store a while back? A clothing store called Hot Topic. What's up, guys? How's it going? Coming to you live from New Brunswick, Canada. Where are y'all from, chat? Comment below. Where are y'all from? Set the stage. I'm from Canada. I'm from New Brunswick, Canada. I got a little poll running. I don't know. I just don't want to start a live stream saying like coffee stream, let's hang out, So I wanted to do a little bit bombastic, but maybe people are a little bit too tired. Well, it's 11 a.m. So if I was getting US people, it would be like, it'll be almost in the morning. So it is normal. But normally I get the international crew in the morning. So like for morning for me is nighttime for the international crew. But we're not seeing too much international people in here yet, as of yet. I'm sure people will fly in, you guys. I just got to stick to my 11 a.m. schedule. I fell off the last couple weeks, but I'm back on schedule, you guys. I'm back on schedule. I am committed. You guys. We got 2 watchers, no commenters yet. All right, that's fine. But you know something? Maybe when you schedule a live stream in advance, it's a little bit more risky because I never did it before. And Eva, first commenter, says, hey guys. Rongo says 0 likes, exactly 11 people. So hit me up with a like. Hit me up with a poll vote. Is Canada getting invaded? Everybody's talking about it on the news. Fear mongering. So we're going to set the stage. Whoa, 50-50 already. Eddie says, hey, from Australia. What's up, bro? I'm from New Brunswick, Canada, chat. Where y'all from? Chat? We'll set this tone for the stage. We'll set the stage of the tone. Here I go screwing up my words now. We got Nick with the stupid little comments. And, yeah. So what's up, gang? For those who don't know, I go live every day at the same time. Okay, looks like we're getting a lot of trolls in here. We got Louis the Troll. We got this other guy. Kodama says, is Israel invading Canada? Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, my God. You already know. Oh, my God, you guys. No, but I don't know how to set the titles or what to do or whatever, so I just wanted to do something scandalous or whatever. Dunnock says I'm a troll also. Oh, my God. No trolls allowed. No trolls allowed in my streams. You guys got to get out of here. Ron says blame the immigrants. Those damn immigrants. I'll blame them. Yeah. But then again, for Canada, talking about invasion, talking about immigrants, if Canada's identity changes, how's that going to affect? Oh, damn. Drop the remote. If Canada's identity changes to like an immigrant identity, then it's already been invaded, I guess. That's a good point, bro. That's a good point. But no, we just talk about whatever, you guys. Shoot the breeze. Comment below what's going on in your lives. We got 3 for no, so that's pretty good. That's good. That means you guys are smart. It's so stupid that the news stations try to put on this fear-mongering, saying that the States is like out to get Canada and all that stuff. It's not true. Now, they are going to take Greenland, that's for sure. But Canada, no. They're not going to do that. Haystack, it's called minoxidil, not demoxidil, Mr. Little Smiley Face. I don't want that stuff. I don't need that stuff. That hair growth stuff blocks your testosterone. I need that testosterone. Rongo says, where was I back then? I was just in school, bro. I was just in school, man. What about you? Where were you, man? Yeah. Comment below, gang. Where y'all from? What's up? What's up in your lives? I'm going to go to the gym probably in about an hour, do a little workout. Train the biceps. Arm wrestling. Arm wrestling. Ain't no other way. Young men got to work out. Ain't nothing else to do in this world besides work out and read. Live a very monk-like lifestyle. Who else wants to live a monk-like lifestyle with me? I'm from BC, says there's literally nothing here. Is there nothing in BC, bro? How's everything in BC, man? Is there a drug epidemic over there? Is there a lot of poverty? What's going on over there in BC, man? Beautiful scenery, good winters, but expensive, eh? I see some Blink. What's up? How's it going? A lot of first-time crew in here. That's good. That's good. Right on. Love meeting new people. And yeah, last night I went live at 11 p.m. Atlantic time. I'm going to try and go live at 11 and 11 for you guys, get that consistency down. Last night was an amazing stream. Literally nothing. Says it's warm, it's nice, but still snowless. Yeah, well, it's normal enough for BC. It's normal enough. It's supposed to snow today, but you don't believe it. Okay. Yeah, well, here in New Brunswick, it snowed last night, but it's okay now. It snowed like 5 centimeters or something. Dex says, I love your content, been watching for a while. Yeah, Dax, there's no hair story in how I got through it, bro. I just live day by day, dude. There's no story to it, dude. It's just regular life, man. It's just regular life, bro. I got an itchy neck from my shirt. I think my friggin' shirt's pulling. Dog says, no one cares when you go live. Use your time wisely. Wow, it's a sparkling positivity from a dog with a fisherman's hat and goggles. Love the positivity, bro. Love the positivity. I'm heading to Ontario next week. I'm not thrilled for the weather. Yeah. So what are you going to do, man? Are you going to hang out with the homeless in the parks, or are you going to hang out with the Indians at Tim Hortons, bro? Which is it? Just kidding, man. Just kidding. Ontario. Or are you going to hang out in the farming area, the auto workers area, or are you going to hang out with Doug Ford? My God. If I was you, I'd just hang out with Doug Ford. Just hang out with Doug Ford, man. He seems like a cool guy. He doesn't need minoxidil for his hair. He already has golden brown, luscious locks, as it is. Let's see what Dog said. I'm sure Dog said something crazy. Skipal says Indian hate is so ... appropriate. I'm like the next Tim Dillon, bro. I'm allowed to make fun of other people's. I'm allowed to make fun of other people. I got to pass on it, bro. I have one friend from India, so I'm allowed to make fun of all India cultures, bro. Chuck says hang out alone. Oh, man, Chuck, bro, I feel sorry for you, bro. Chuck Todd, meet the press, man. Yeah, being alone, eh? So you're on a spiritual warrior's journey, huh? You're on a real warrior's journey. Way up in Bruce Peninsula, far away from other people. All right, bro, right on. Yeah, I live in a small town myself in New Brunswick. There's like, I don't know, 10, 15,000 people here, and the food's pretty cheap. And yeah, just taking it day by day, reading the occasional troll comments saying the most oppressive things imaginable. And watch all the subscribers. Everybody who's going to subscribe today is going to be trolls who's going to keep coming back on the stream to be annoying. What's up, Raj? Welcome back, bro. More like Tim Pool. Terrible. Yeah. Even I can't listen to Tim Pool for too long. Tim Pool is a cool guy, but I can't listen to him for more than like 30 seconds. He really does have an opinion on everything, eh? Like, talk about content. He makes like 3 20-minute videos a day, plus a 2-hour live stream, plus shorts, plus community posts, plus X reports. Oh my God, this guy's on the internet steady. I can't keep up with that guy. Oh, Passion. Thank you, bro. No hate here. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Skapal. Thanks, guys. See you in the future a little bit easier. Spiv says I don't have good aesthetics. Bro, I got amazing aesthetics. Look at this bicep. Look at this bicep, bro. You wish you had biceps like I got. Hey, Dave, says Paul. What's up, Paul? Welcome, dude. I've only been to New Brunswick once when I was a kid in the Army Cadets. Okay, right on, right on. But definitely the wrong time of year to appreciate it properly. Yeah, New Brunswick can get hella cold and windy. There's something about like the New Brunswick wind day in the winter. It's crazy. Neil, what's up, bro? What's the coolest gadget thing I own? I don't. Just a big bank account, bro. Just a big bank account. That's all. I don't really have stuff, you know what I mean? But Neil, if you want to see some stuff I got, I mean, I could show you something right now, bro. How about this, bro? How about this? How about this? How about this? How about that, bro? How about 20 fishing rods, bro? How's that for a flex? Skabal says, how's things in the 51st state? Man, we're doing terrible, bro. We're doing terrible. We need you to invade us ASAP, bro. We need some pretty American women over here, bro. My God, I'm trying to put these fishing rods back. I think I broke every single one. Thank you, Passion. Thank you, Passion. That's why I do live streams. That's why I do live streams. I like to inspire people. Landing in Moncton in the middle of winter. Got off the plane and the runway looked like an ice field. I was like, damn. Went back in the plane. Oh, yeah. Moncton, eh? It's been a while since I've been there. Yeah. Moncton, actually, a Costco burned down last year in Moncton. What's my superpower? Thanks for sharing. Wish great gifts were unlocked. I'd send one over. Yeah, thanks, dude. Thanks. Appreciate it. I appreciate the thought. I'm probably gonna have to grind for like another 6 months before I get monetized on this friggin' platform. Yeah, but I'll get there. I'll get there. I got some good people or whatever. I got some good subscribers, and at nighttime I like hanging out with you guys. I seems to be a lot more off the chain. But I make little 3-minute videos here and there, and this channel's slowly growing. And yeah. How many zeros? Well, 6. I mean, not 7. Not 7, bro. Just 6. Could always use more, though. Could always use more. Skabal says it's probably minus 40. Actually, it's not too bad here in New Brunswick. It's like minus 5 right now because there was a big snowstorm. Oh my God, here we got free Palestine, eh? Palestine got to free itself, bro. Free yourself, superpower. How come your name is Superpower India, but you got a Palestine flag? Does India really like Palestine? That's leagues ahead of major populace. Yeah, thanks, bro. Thanks. Well, for Canada, it's okay, I guess. Yeah, depends where you live and all that stuff. But yeah, bro, just chilling, and thanks, man. Yeah, no, Palestine will be fine, you guys. You guys will be fine over there in Palestine. You guys don't need any more rations. You guys will be fine. Where am I from in Canada? I'm from New Brunswick, man. India stands against terror. We support Israel. Skapal is from India too? Okay, I had no idea, bro. I had no idea. I mean, there is some places in India that's not very friendly, right? India is a nice place though, but you know, there's places around India, like on the map, in the geography map, that if India says one wrong thing, man, they could get invaded right away too, even though they're a big population in that. It's tough living in India, bro. I can imagine it's tough living in India. True. Bro is so based. Jared says, am I ashamed of Canadians? Only the ones that screwed us over, Jared. Isn't that an interesting name, Jared, eh? Jared asking me if I'm ashamed of a country. It sounds like a very appropriate name for someone called Jared. Skabal says, yeah, we're free. Yeah, you guys are lucky, man. You guys are lucky because you guys as neighbors aren't free at all, eh? Bro, Superpower says, bro, you're ignoring occupation and genocide. What moral, bro? What is that? What is going on in Palestine, man? You tell me, bro. You tell me what's going on in Palestine. I have no idea what's going on over there, man. You tell me. I'm from New Brunswick, bro. Sen says, why so political? Superpower says 700 people passed. So, well, really, is that right? In Palestine? Okay, is that right? All right. How many people passed away in Israel? What's going on over there? Why are you guys arguing? 21K kids, bro, trying to divert the topic. Bro, I'm talking to you right now, bro. I'm not diverting. I'm talking right at you. Speaking of occupation, what do I do for a living? Just maintenance at a post office, bro. Y'all literally making it political. Yeah, well, he jumped in with the whole Palestine flag and saying free Palestine. I mean, I didn't know it was not free. I didn't know you guys were not free. Like, how do you not get free how do you get free in Palestine? You just, I don't know what, drink coffee, chill? I don't know. How do you get free? What is free? What is freedom in Palestine? Saran says, with so much population, India's administration has been so good. Yeah, that's because India's primary employer is the government. Also, a good budget is allocated for military. Bangladesh got freedom because of India. Good. No one can invade India. Right on, bro. Can't be invaded. Himalayas in the north. Good, man. Good. I forgot about that. Right, dude. Right on. Rainforest in the east. Well, rainforest. Yeah. Okay. Interesting, bro. Interesting. Drog says Israel continues to bomb Palestine. Really? Okay. Yeah, one never knows what goes on with the whole peace talk negotiations, eh? What is this peace talk negotiations? How come you guys can never come to an agreement on nothing, eh? What's going on there behind them closed doors, eh? Humble job, says Neil. Oh, yeah. I like little maintenance jobs, I mean, I would like it if I was like a business administrator, CEO or whatever, but I'll take a maintenance job. Why not? Of course, there's Palestinian Iranians on here will mouth off about Israel, says user. Oh yeah, user. It goes every way and any way. We get people from all around the world. Everyone's got an opinion, gang. Sen says, okay, Mayor Duthie. Right on, bro. Thank you, man. Rael says, hi. What's up, bro? Superpower India. And good people too. Commenter French said Israel did bad stuff in Gaza. Yeah, well, you guys been fighting in Gaza forever. One little plot of land, eh? One little plot of land. Only the British could invade us. Okay, really? Okay. Nothing's going on. There's no peace. They want to wipe the slate clean. Oh my God. I would say can't be political. Yeah, French. Well, I mean, anybody can pass away in war, bro. Anybody can pass away in war, dude. Young, old, doctors, lawyers, businessmen. War does not discriminate. BB says New Brunswick, nice. Been there a few times. Right on, bro. Sudbury, okay. I had a cousin who lived there. Literal people doing the fent pose. Oh, really? Okay. I had no idea, bro. Thank you, man, for telling me about that. I always love to learn about, I don't love it, but in a sense, I love to learn about what's going on in Canada and how people are struggling, but how can people overcome it? I didn't even know that was a thing in Sudbury, bro. So thanks for letting me know. Joke says for real. French says he supports Palestine. Yeah, we got that, French. We know you support Palestine, French. And French says most people in France do. What's up, Nick? How's it going, bro? Physicist says it's not about land. Well, we were going to talk about Canada today, but if you guys want to talk about Palestine, that's fine. The more I can learn, the better. Whatever. It's all good. It's not about the land, I guess it's occupation. Well, it's about the land only if people is living on the land and fighting back and forth. Then it's about the people in the land, right? But if there was no people, the land would not be fighting. And if there was people but no land, then that wouldn't work either. So obviously it's about people and land, you know? As long as humans roam this frickle earth, peace is but a concept, Nad. Bro, dude, you got to write that down, man. You got to write that down. You could be like a philosopher. Shroud says, same shirt as last night. Yeah, dude, it is. It is. You're right about that. I decided to put it on because my other shirt, I accidentally was not looking too good, actually. I changed my shirt this morning, obviously, but I was doing some cooking and I spilled something on my shirt just before I went live, and I was like, oh shit, I got to change my shirt. And then I just picked this one up real quick. I was actually wondering if anyone was going to notice. It's about land. It's always some large power. Exactly, Drogo. It's always about land and power, trying to steal up the land. You're exactly right, bro. Superpower. I see you, bro. Oh, Nick says he landed in Ottawa yesterday. Right on, dude. Right on. Glad you're still doing what you love in the air. I'm glad I found a community of Christians who support the right to life. Yeah, dude, sure, yeah. It's a good value to me, bro. Oh yeah. He says, dude, do it. Did I get inheritance? No, bro, I didn't get inheritance, no. Oh yeah, were you the guy who was asking me about retirement and all this stuff a couple days ago? I remember somebody yesterday asking me about retirement. I think it was, oh yeah. Claustrum doesn't like the word. Claustrum doesn't like it when I say bro. All right, well, whatever. I'll say homie. If we don't talk about injustice, how can we be morally right? Well, morals, eh? Some people got them, some people don't. And one person's morals is another person's morals that they don't like, and morality, eh? Justice got to be just. What's up, Fahads? How's it going, man? If we ignore it and make excuses, oh my god. Brandon says, you people offended the queen. You people. Yeah. You always gotta be careful. Anytime somebody always says like, you people, or all Frenchmen love Egypt or something like that, it's like guaranteed not all French people love Egypt or something like that. Like guaranteed. It's like such a political move. Like the politicians will be like, we as Canada believe that. It's like, no, dude, you're a leader, but not every single person believes what you're gonna say. You know what I mean? It's just such a cop out. Like, we should know that in our hearts in the year of 2026. Ooh, Steve says India is not a superpower. I don't know, bro. Do they got nukes? They probably are a superpower. I support Palestine, he says, but your name kind of low key. Who? My name? No. I delivered some tea to Canada. Right on, Nick. Good, bro. Not on a boat, though, huh? Far too much verbal diarrhea, says Claustrum. Bro, if you don't like it, you don't got to stay here, bro. No pressure. No pressure, Claustrum. Where are you from, Claustrum? What a strange name, eh? Claustrum. Sounds like a cold medication. It's like, do you have aches and pains? Do you have a runny nose? Take Colostrum. Colostrum will not make you a champion in the chat, you guys. Do not listen to him. Real says nonstop. Uh-oh, here come the trolls. Real cam footage 9-1. Real cam footage. He doesn't like it when I read off your comments, you guys. He wants me to sit here in dead silence, you guys. Skabal says, how is Carney doing? Well, he's doing great. I'm sure he's doing fine. It's all the rest of us that's suffering. Did he react what he told about? Well, they're negotiating behind closed doors, before Kusma, which is an upcoming agreement paperwork. Cute Puppy says America doesn't need to invade Canada. India already did, Cute Puppy. Oh my God. You're not supposed to say the quiet part out loud, Cute Puppy. My God. You're making Juckmead look bad. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to get with Rajaj's daughter, man. Stop saying that. I'm just kidding. Oh, Steve, I said superpower India name is a low-key one. Well, I mean, they're pretty high-key. I mean, they're high-key. India is high-key, not low-key. Okay, Steve, I got you, bro. Clostrum, I'm timing you out. Time for you to take a time out. Boom, 30 minutes. 30 minutes, Clostrum. Giving you a little break. Get out of here. Well, actually, he can still stay here, but he just can't talk. I forgot about that. What's up, Cremmy? Drogo. Well, I want you guys to enjoy yourselves. I want you guys to have a good time and have a little kick and say what's on your guys' hearts and, move on and, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, what can I say? Monsieur says, I know. When I landed, the landing was so smooth. Said to me, sheesh. You got her all set up, that's the years of experience, and maybe hopefully light winds. Winds and everything makes a difference, right? And clouds and that. Does Palestine-related protests happen in Canada? Not lately, bro. I gotta stop saying bro. He's right. He's right. I don't know. I just like talking to you guys. But there was a protest with Iran. 350,000 people protested in Iran somewhere in a street somewhere in a city there like 2-3 days ago for Iran. Not Palestine, though. It's been going on for a couple of years, this whole, so it's kind of running out of juice, Brandon says, yep, they burned a Canada flag. Oh, really? Okay. Losers won't go and fight for what they believe in. Yeah, I hear ya. Seems like all the assholes do all the fighting or something like that. I don't know. All the evil people want to start the fights. Evil people start the fights and good people finish it. I can't tell if this is comedy or serious. Either way, I'm sure it's good to CB. Welcome, CB, bro. Well, we're just going wherever the chat takes us, CB. Hope Canada doesn't get invaded. There are subjects that have their guns removed. Yeah, it's true. We lost a lot of our guns. Yeah, I shaved marker. Yeah. Brandon says, stand up and fight for what you believe in. Well, whatever. Well, we already all do that anyway. Like every single man and really every single woman living in today's world, you have to fight for what you believe in. But don't just believe in something because somebody tells you to believe in it. And don't just fight for something because there's the enemy over there. Oh, go fight him. You have to be a man and believe in yourself. Don't do that. Don't do that because then you'll be tricked. That's a setup. That's called screwing you over. But believing in yourself and fighting and being a man and all that comes from within and comes from a conceited effort that you put out there in the world to fight for what you believe in, right? Oh, happy birthday, Nick. Oh, Sharp, is that right? Splatter, talking about stuff falling apart. We'll fix it, bro. We'll fix it. Yarkov, what's up? In the United States, they voted with the voter ID badges and not having nationwide voter. Yeah. They voted with their voter ID badges and not having national voter. I mean, why hide your identity, right? We all got an identity, right? I hope you're right, Sharp. I hope you're right. Trump is like a prophet, says Mark. Really? You would have too many countries against you. Canada isn't alone. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just keep saying that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, dude. A lot of countries are really going through a lot of poverty right now. The last thing they want to do is fight for somebody else. Somebody in the chat was just talking about fighting for what they believe in. I don't know if many people are going to like go across continents to fight for other people, you know. At this point, it's hard to say. There's too much stuff going on right now, guys. If you guys hear a vibrating sound in the background, it's a laundry machine. Sorry about that. Mark says, I believe in him. I would die for him. Really, bro? Well, that's an instinctual thing. Natty says the belief of power capturing what drives the masses, yet the broken captures little moments in time. I don't know. Natty, man, you're too much philosophy, bro. Drogo says, imagine passing away for a grown-ass man. Well, I mean, if you look at the history books years ago, I mean, look at Napoleon, look at whoever, you know. I mean, men are leaders and people follow leaders, right? So if a leader's a guy, in a way, bro, you insulted like millions upon millions of people who are no longer with us. 5 new states to America would be a good beginning. Oh my God. The pro. Yeah, exactly. Blake is like, Drogo, you just described a war. And then he says no. Uh-oh, Drogo's confusing us, guys. Yeah, drone warfare, that's true. Wars change too. See you later, Nick. Yeah, one more week, yeah. Yeah, what Canada's been saying, one more week for a while. We got someone in the chat talking about like the strangest stuff. I had to give them a little time out there. What's up, Draco? I got a feeling that Drogo in the chat is like going through some stuff. Drogo, what's going on with you, bro? You make us want to drink coffee. Oh, now we got Aaron Bushnell says Free Palestine. Where are you from, Aaron? Aaron Bushnell. Bushnell is like a tool company. Wow, eh? We had a few people in here from Palestine just about 20 minutes ago. You missed it, bro. You missed the stream. We were pretty deep into the trenches about it. Sonavat, what's up? The Iran standoff has been 6 weeks. Really, a standoff? What could you tell us about standoff, Sonavet? What do you mean a standoff? Is there like some sort of like no man's land battling back and forth going on over there, or what? What do you mean a standoff? It's interesting terminology, though. Drew, yes, I think they do, bro. Welcome to the stream. I know I gotta stop saying bro, actually. I didn't realize how much I said it. I just feel like when I'm talking to you guys, I'm like giving you like a slap on the back and reading the next comment. What's up, Drew? Aaron is from Nashville. Okay, you're from Nashville. I recently watched a stripper documentary from Nashville. And for those who don't know, chat, is that there's two stripper businesses in Nashville. And the strippers are only allowed to work at one. They're not allowed to work at both because they make too much money, supposedly. And one guy owns both of them. Skiball says send everyone to Palestine who wants to support them. That's quite a possibility. That's a possibility. I mean, why not? If you don't want to support Nashville music, that's up to you. No, I'm just kidding. What's up, Toby? Toby Chapman. All right. 6 weeks since the protest started, about a month since he started singing. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, 6 weeks. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Have I not been hearing back and forth over the Bering Strait, threatening mines and whatnot? I mean, I know there's a bunch of ships that's hanging around the area, but I don't know much about the Bering Strait. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on at the Bering Strait. I don't know. Are people just like chilling on the beach or what? What do you... I sound like an ass, but no, I never heard nothing, dude. Over here in Canada, all we hear about is how Mark Carney is great, and all we hear about is how the government's doing everything they can, and that's literally all we hear about every day. So sorry, Iran. Sorry, Palestine. Sorry, guys. Mark says no super chat button. Nah, dude. Sorry, I'm not monetized yet, unfortunately. Not monetized. I need 3,000 watch time hours for my videos, and I only have like 350 monetizable hours. So I'm missing 10 times the amount I'm supposed to. So I need more people to watch my videos, and I need more people to watch my horizontal live streams and stuff. On the vertical, it does not count towards monetization, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have been monetized already a long time ago. Yes, Skipball, free the strippers. Good idea. Drog says, so should we all go to Iran? I mean, I support the people. I don't support the land, though. I support the people, not the land. Come on, guys, says Drogo. Pack your bags, Drog. Pack your bags, bro. I guess not saying, bro. If you don't know anything, why bother streaming? There's a real gem of a comment. The Iranian people are great. The leadership is Danny. But I do know how to live stream, so I do know that. Superpower. Toby, thank you, bro. Even the oh my god, I said it again. That person was right. Thank you, a man. Yeah, well, some of the ladies do stare at me a lot at the gym and at the grocery store. A lot of the women check me out. Sonnet says legit. If y'all, here we go, Sonnet. Sonnet, quit trolling. Quit being a troll. Quit being annoying. I don't want to read your annoying little comments. Da 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 da. What a nasty little guy, Sonnet. Sonny Vate. Here we go, Sonny Vate. You know what I'm gonna do to you, Sonny Vate? Boom. Time out for your nasty little comment there. Time out for your little nasty comment there, eh? Oh my god. Some people trying to derail my stream, eh? Now he's just watching me. Thinking about ways to just be more annoying in the next 24 hours. China has shipped hypersonic missiles. Oh, really? U.S. fleet is a bit skeptical. Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's news. How come they're not covering that in my Canada news, eh? I knew my live streams was important for something. Teapot Tactician and Deck, what's up? Jim Larson, how's it going? I'm having a good day, man. I'm just getting ready to go to the gym. Just chilling with the crew. We're just talking about whatever. Everybody here is talking about big battles and everything. Yakov says you keep skipping my controversial comments. I don't blame you though. Chat trolls will come unhinged if you acknowledge the truth. Yeah, Yakov, bro. I said it again. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never seen your comments, so your comments got shadow banned, Yakov. That's what happened there. Your comments got shadow banned. Ooh, too booed with the diss. He says he doesn't look like I go to the gym, dude. Are you kidding me? Are you for real, dude? Are you for real? Come on, man. Poogie Dad, what's the general vibe? Just hanging out with you before my buddy Chris comes to pick me up. We're going to the gym. Gonna do some arm wrestling training. Shardy Davidson says, hey, welcome back. Canada's a beautiful country. Thank you. Are they any different than state citizens? Not really. Canada's not that different from the U.S. in terms of like ethnicity, age, gender. I don't know. We're not that different, actually, Canada and the States. I mean, we're part of North America, right? Comment below, you guys, if you think we're different. Mian says they want me oiled up. You want me oiled up, eh? Want me oiled up before I go to the gym and work out? Get all slippery oil all over the dumbbells and everything. James, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Jim says, am I going to play GTA 6? I'm definitely going to watch people live stream it. Skabal says 80% of Canada's trade is with the U.S. You're exactly right. Taz is trying to get me to read their comment. Taz looking for attention. Just saying the same 5-10 things over and over, trying to get a rise out of me. A man says, what's my personal record? 100-pound dumbbell curls. Poogie says, what's my channel about? Just check out my channel, Poogie Dad. I mean, I talk about Canada news and stuff, and I go live at 11 a.m. and 11 p.m. Atlantic time. And, yeah, looking forward to hanging out with you if you want to stick around. Mian, that's what you think about. You asking me to think about that means you're thinking about that, Mian. A Skabal and oiling up video. Would anyone watch it, though? Would anyone watch it? Would anyone even bother? Imagine how shiny my face would be if I oiled up. I would look so freaky. Too freaky. Look like Dwayne Johnson, just better. Thanks. The white version of Dwayne Johnson. Oh my God. Did Canada actually sink one of America's ships? Metaphorically speaking, I'm sure we did. Metaphorically speaking, as in we sunk a ship of the economy in bashing them at Davos. Deck just laughing. Never, says Deck. Ghost Riding, is there a way to stop balding? I don't know. Funny, I never looked into it as a bald man. But I'm glad you guys all said no. Like in my poll here, you guys all said no. That means you guys are smart. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. On the Canada news, that's all they talk about. You know, well, it's not all they talk about, but they talk about it every couple of days because they want to fear monger Canadians, eh? And it's BS. I used to follow Transit, a great channel. Okay, I'm not familiar with that channel. I mean, what do they do? Is that like is that the train channel that goes live and it's like a train? Mr. Work says, I heard they sunk a ship or whatever. I mean, I never heard that. Mr. Work. You're not spreading that far left propaganda, are you? You're not spreading that fear mongering, are you? Why would we even do that? Why would Canada even do that? What's up, Coco? What's up, Love? Love Hugh Jaw. Oh my God. Why would someone invade Canada when you can get PR legally? Yeah, good point. Why invade Canada when you can just get everything, when you just get invited for free? It's based out of Canada, talks in public transit in Canada and the rest of the world. Okay. Thanks for letting me know, Skipal. I think I might only watch that channel once briefly, like a couple of years ago. Yeah, deck 1609. I think you're right about this whole battleship sinking there and all that jazz. Visor says, I think David is trying to suppress Palestine occupation stuff. Well, what do you mean by that? What do you mean occupation stuff? What do you mean? Ghost Ryan says, what's the stream about? Me, far left, never. Give me a heart attack, says Mr. Work. Okay. I'm just checking. You're talking about battling ships and that. Someone says, is the word Palestine censored? No. Coca says they're from Israel, right? Oh, no, it says you're Islam. Okay, sorry. Vizur says, David, you should talk about fraying. Yeah, Vizur, dude, I could tell, bro. I could tell you've only been here for like 3 minutes, okay? We've been talking about this now for 52 minutes. There's a thing above my head that says live 52 minutes. And you missed it, dude. You missed it. I mean, we covered this a lot, but sorry. I shouldn't say sorry you're late, but you're late, bro. You're late. Being 51st state is Canada's only hope. Yeah, you could be right, Boat. You could be right. MV says, I hope so. God bless President Trump. What's up, Pink Barbie? Welcome. Skipal says, Glory Steele, Trump 2028. Yeah. I mean, unlikely, but unlikely. God, I wonder who's going to be in the election next year, already. It's already the midterms already, you guys? Midterms in just a couple weeks. It's been 2 years already. CRV versus Messi. CR7 versus Messi. I have no idea. Pink Barbie, just with the flags. Even Canada said they could only hold out for 2 weeks. Why did we say that? Canada will be fine, you guys. We'll just print a couple $1 billion, and then we'll just invite 5 million immigrants, and then the 5 million immigrants will just start working and buying a bunch of useless crap that they don't need, and then we'll be fine, you guys. We'll be fine in Canada. Who cares if we run a deficit? Who cares? Let the younger generation pay for the older generation's mistakes. Who cares about the younger generation? That's how it is in Canada, seriously. Both says literal communists. Hope Trudeau don't come back. Oh, no, I think he's gone. Greg says goofy. Alternator says who cares about Palestine? Oh, yeah, Alternator, yeah. Good time for you to chime in saying that. There was a hardcore Palestine people in here earlier. We were trying to learn about Iran. Someone was talking about some sort of ocean strait. And like, have you heard what's going on in the ocean strait near Iran? And I'm like, no, what's going on? And they're like, they just never answered. Glory to something. Thank you, Aman. And if ever you guys want to talk to me, like you guys can comment on my videos and there'll be a higher chance that I respond to you. If I'm not able to keep up with your comments here, you guys can always comment on my community page. Sorry, on my community page or whatever. You know, if you guys want to just talk more or if you guys feel like you're left out. If America invaded Canada, we wouldn't even have enough time to put our hands up. Well, we'd be like medium double. Like, what else would we do? What do I think of Alberta wanting to separate? I think if Alberta actually separated, though, it would weaken the Canada dollar big time. It would weaken the Canada dollar so much there would be mass poverty in Canada. The central banks and everything would be so cooked. Would be so cooked if that happened. But it would take a couple referendums right now. There's not enough signatures and stuff, so that's kind of a good thing. But it is a possibility if Alberta keeps getting screwed over all the time. A man says, the more I hear, the more I want to talk to you. Thank you. Canada should have never let them in the country. Well, I like immigrants. I'm going to say, guys, I do like immigrants. But what I do not like is if you invite too many. And I do not like it if, say, for example, like if I had families for like 3, 4, 5 generations before that was Canadians, but if those generations start treating the younger generation like crap and then inviting a bunch of immigrants, I'm not going to blame the immigrants, honestly. I'm going to blame the older generations for being mean to me, right? Why not? Comment below if you agree. Hey, Rajal God, what's up? XAL makes a good point. He says if Canada and America were to link up, there'd be more Democrat votes. That's a good point. I mean, possibly. Canada needs a Nick Fuentes. Commenter Anthony just randomly says, I like trains. Nectar says Albertans are so whiny. Well, the thing is, as Albertans were taken advantage of, like they extracted a lot of oil and paid the rest of the provinces. And really, Quebec could have started extracting oil too, but they decided not to for environmental reasons. And blah, 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 blah. But really, it's just control and power and domination, obviously, of the culture in Quebec and French people is what they wanted. They could have extracted oil in Quebec and made Canada even way more richer and prosperous, but they purposely did not in Quebec. And I don't got anything against Quebecers, but I do have against the people who were in power who could have did that and chose not to. But instead, what Quebec did is they focused on hydro, and which is still a good thing because hydro is pretty cheap in Quebec compared to New Brunswick and other provinces. But Quebec was too much, was going too slow for really the last 20 years, honestly. They were going too slow with being creative, and there was way too much cancel culture really to begin with in Quebec with these strict language laws and everything. And then to make matters worse, they did invite a bunch of immigrants that were French immigrants, granted, but it kind of screwed around with the French culture. Not that I have anything against the French culture, not that I have anything against immigrants or whatever, but if Quebec would have actually got their act together 20-some years ago with oil and certain kind of things or whatever, Canada would be kicking ass. If there was a pipeline that was from Alberta to Quebec like there should have been 10, 20 years ago, we would be filthy rich. We would be bawling beyond our wildest dreams. Like a moron could not screw it up. But actually we did screw it up. So that's unfortunate, but hopefully there's a way we can still make it right. Immigrants are good economically. Canada does not need whatever. Dex says, where's my tax money? The theory immigration is good and contributes to society. Yeah. Yeah, Hunton makes a good point. but there's so much people on welfare in Canada. Now we need immigrants to work to pay for the people on welfare and the pensions. I covered it in previous videos. Deck makes a good point. Maybe immigrants should pay more taxes. I never thought of that, dude. Was there ever a referendum to free Quebec? Yes, there was, but it failed just barely in the 1990s. And they're always thinking about, they always want to do a referendum in Quebec, but Quebec has only gotten weaker, unfortunately. Quebec has had a lot of opportunities to work with English people and surrounding provinces and things like that, but they decided to be negative and nasty and hateful and all that kind of stuff. So Quebec is suffering a lot. A lot of people in Montreal are suffering. A lot of people in Eastern Quebec are just tourism, dead traps. Quebec was powerful, I'll say that, back in the day, being the 90s, 80s, 70s, but not anymore. And I want to preface is that anytime you try and do something in Canada, there's such a big chance of getting canceled, which is too bad. I don't like Canada's curling team, says Slim Shady. Yeah, with the finger touching the thing, eh? And he freaked out too. Thoughts on New Windsor Detroit Bridge. I made a video about it, boat. I made a video about it. Only 50% ownership, yeah. Yeah, I heard about that. I have no idea. What's the biggest export of Canada? Smart people. Smart people. It's called a brain drain. We exported all our smart people. That's not fair to the immigrants there. Just come to America, make us even greater. Well, it's a lot harder to get in now. XAI ranks or whatever. It's a lot harder for immigrants to get into the States now. So, Skapal says, how's the tech AI energy startup ecosystem in Canada? It's dead. Dead. The only thing we got is Kevin O'Leary, who purchased a bunch of land in Alberta because he wants to use the methane gas or whatever, that special type of gas for data centers. So we only got one billionaire who's looking into this AI stuff or whatever. TELUS did try a little bit. Amazon left in Montreal or something like that, or Quebec City they left because they wanted to unionize. It's dead, dude. It's dead. There's not much technology in Canada. What's up, Spartacus? Subscribed yesterday. Thanks, dude. You guys need more Uber drivers? No, we got pretty good. I think you have enough Tim Hortons to employ our immigrants. Now we got a lot of Skip the Dishes and Uber Eats and DoorDash and all that. We got lots of that. Yes, they did 2 years ago. Our data center's coming up. Canada has lots of water. Yeah, no, I don't think so, dude. Stop saying dude, bro. We got no data centers in Canada because a billionaire does not want to invest in a data center in Canada just for it to get canceled or burned down or do some Canada bureaucracy where it gets red tape for years and years and years. It's too risky. It's too scary. It's too much waiting. It's too slow. There's too much environmental studies and all that crap. The only one who said he was interested in doing it, of all people, was Kevin O'Leary, believe it or not. I can't make this crap up. He's the only one willing to take a risk. TX Max says tech is dead because Amazon left. No, dude, that's not what I said. That's not what I left, dude. It is BS. What you're saying is BS, dead. I simply said that Amazon shut down a warehouse in Quebec City because people wanted to unionize a couple of years ago. That's what I said. So what I meant to preface is that these big companies that could start these centers in Canada, they don't want to. And that was the example I used because, like I said Amazon actually shut down in Quebec. So come on, TX, don't be a weirdo like that. Don't be a weirdo. That's right, Spartacus. Amazon facility closed 2 years ago in Quebec. Yes, that's right. It's common knowledge. I can remember in '98 when they had the ice storm and needed the rest of the country to help out. Well, separation from Canada talk C7. Really? That's right, Spartacus. That's right. That's why it be canceled, like the car industry. Yeah. Yeah, the car industry. I made a video about that too, talking about Hyundai. Hyundai wants to come in and make vehicles and sell it to Canadians. So, but in order for them to get the factory and the employees, they want special promotions and they want special tax incentives and all that from the federal government. So they don't, so like we could buy a car at like a $5,000 discount, but it's really the government that pays that $5,000 on that car. Plus they get tax breaks from the building or whatever's negotiated. Plus they get tax breaks for payroll and stuff like that that we don't even know about yet because that's negotiation behind closed doors. Instead of negotiating with Ford and whatever big companies that have been here for years and years, we never said anything. They left and Hyundai come in. So the government's making it look good to say, oh, Hyundai wants to come in and do business. Well, of course they want to come in and do business. A bunch of people just left. So they're trying to say that they're trying to protect jobs and all that stuff. But they would have really protected jobs if they would have dealt with it before all this tariff nonsense. But they wanted to double down, triple down, quadruple down, sanctuple down on everything you can imagine. Everything you can imagine. We could not even get the prime minister to say, we will protect the border from fentanyl. We could not even get our leaders to agree on protecting the border from fentanyl. Instead they went on the news and said, well, only 1% of fentanyl comes from Canada to the US or whatever. And, it's only 1% or whatever. It's like, man, people are hanging off the street in Canada from fentanyl. Vancouver, Sudbury, BC, Montreal, New Brunswick, all over. Thousands and thousands of people every day. It's not 1%. It's got to be more than that. So, unfortunately. If you want to invite an industry leader to come, you have to incentivize them. Well, we never invited them per se. I think it's that they asked to come. So the power comes from the people in the land and the government. If a company says that they want to come in, that helps for the negotiation because, they came to you, not you came to them. Same as when you go to a car dealership, it's kind of like the car dealership and the salesman has the advantage because they know that you want the car, right? So that's how it is. But anyway, you guys, I've been going at this for about an hour now. Chinese vehicles we need to worry about. Yeah, it's only 50,000 though, Spartacus. It's only 50,000 cars, but yeah, I know. So I'm going to go live at 11 p.m. Atlantic time if any of you guys want to hang out. It was nice talking to you guys. Hit the subscribe. Check out my videos in the future. Help me out.